Hi everyone, it is the end of week 3 of YC. Time is just flying by. And I'm going to be honest, I'm feeling a little bit down this week. I think things are objectively going well. We hit some technical milestones this week that we weren't guaranteed to hit. The tech is looking really good, and I'm excited to show you hopefully very soon. But I can still not feel good on the inside, even though things are objectively going well, and I can see that they're going well. I think part of the reason I don't feel good is I did burn the candle at both ends this week. And so I wanted to talk about a topic, the very cliche saying, yet very real, that doing a startup is a marathon, not a sprint. So let's talk about this week. I basically worked nonstop from 9 a.m. until like 1:30 a.m. when I went to bed, pretty much just coding, staring at a computer screen the entire time. I often didn't leave the building during that period of time, and so I didn't see daylight, I didn't exercise, and there were a few days where I just ate chips and granola bars from the vending machine. So what I did this week is basically a recipe for burning out. And it was less productive than last week, because here's the counterintuitive thing. Running in the wrong direction is less productive than walking in the right direction. Maybe it's not all that counterintuitive. But the thing is, it feels good to be running because you feel like you're moving fast. But then when you stop, you're like, wait, where am I actually versus where was I supposed to be? I feel like I spent too much frenetic energy executing this week and not enough time taking a step back. And this applies both to the micro of coding and the macro of the strategy level of where are we going with our company. I'm sure anyone who codes has had this experience where you kind of rabbit hole in one particular direction and then you finally take a break and your brain starts to work its magic and realizes that that thing you've been trying to solve for the past 6 hours, you don't actually need to solve because there's this nice little detour around here that you just didn't see before. So that's why it's beneficial to take breaks occasionally when coding. And then on the strategy side, when you're doing a startup, the playing field in front of you is wide open. You're staring at a total green field, and it's not just a 2D green field of options and possibilities and things you could be doing. It's like a multi-dimensional green field. There are so many possible correct next steps. So you always need to kind of be pulling up and evaluating, am I actually going in the right direction given the information I just got now? And this context switching between the deep work and the higher level strategy of am I going in the right direction is hard. It's uncomfortable to context switch because it's hard to get into the deep work, and then it's uncomfortable to come back out into the bigger picture, but it's also completely necessary. You need to reconcile both of these things when you're doing a startup. Our YC office hours schedule actually changed. So going forward, we'll have 1 office hours per week. So 1 week we'll have group office hours, then the next week we'll have individual office hours. And I think that'll help with pulling us out of the details and into the big picture on a more regular basis. For example, this week we didn't have any office hours, and we didn't have that forcing function to kind of pull up. After many years of experimentation, here are the things that I know I need to stay in my marathon. So basically staying happy, healthy, and motivated in the long term. I can work really long hours, but I know that I need a good meal at dinner every single day. I really like cooking, but I prefer eating out during the work week because I get more of a mental reset in a shorter amount of time. I need to exercise, ideally outdoors, so I can see the daylight on most days, if not every day. I need Saturdays off. There have been a handful of times in the past years that I haven't taken Saturdays off, and I usually end up paying for it later that week, and it ends up very much not being worth it. I actually have this sauna and meditation routine that I do on Saturdays that also really helps with like a mental reset. And then every few months I need to take a vacation. So that's typically what I need. I'm still figuring it out for YC. I recognize that YC is more of a sprint than other periods of my life. And everyone is different. It starts with 1, being intentional about experimenting with different things, and 2, being aware of your body and your energy levels. For example, one of my friends prefers having a more balanced work experience, so he works more normal hours and then never needs to take vacation or an extended break. I think Mr. Beast has said that he just works nonstop until he hits a wall and burns out, and then he just does nothing for 1 or 2 days, and then he'll start it all over again. So it's not a set number of days, it's just whatever his body is feeling. So I'm curious, what routines have you experimented with? What do you need to stay happy and motivated in the long term? Let me know in the comments.